Hey there, John here. So welcome to this video. And in this video, we're gonna, once you've already chosen a market, right? What's the next step? Well, the next step is to figure out what problems does your market have. Now, remember what I told you about how we are being paid to solve problems? Well, that's because, our goal is to find our market's biggest and most recurring problems, solve it for them, and get paid accordingly. So by not by not knowing your market's challenges, you're literally stifling not just your ability to charge more, but also your ability to serve. And that's not a good thing because if we go back to one of our core values, right, your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So I hope it's clear by now why we need to figure out the main problems that our chosen market has. Now, the question is, how do you go about figuring all this stuff out? Now, let me show you. Say you chose restaurant owners, right? You can simply go to Google, type in what are the challenges of having a restaurant, and you're going to see articles upon articles telling you what the usual and recurring problems are. So check those out. You'll see the top and the most recurring themes in this instance. I checked some of the articles on the first page alone, and I got these problems. Okay, so they have problems with their menu. Either they have too little or they have too much, right? Their staffing, right? Most of their people just leave. They're underperforming, unproductive, and stuff. And then there's marketing, right? Now, how about if my chosen market were clinics? Again, I can go to Google, type in what are the challenges of having or running a clinic. Okay, so this one appeared when I searched for it, and based from what I've read, here are their top three problems. Just from the first page alone, I got these: attracting and retaining patients, cash flow. So most of them cannot scale because they put in all their money in trying to building the infrastructure in place, but they no longer have money to scale. And then there's hiring, right? Hiring and staffing. Okay, so what you're gonna do, right? Once you've chosen your market, is to go to Google, search for their challenges, and simply pull all the articles and find the top three recurring problems that most of them have. Okay, so that's the easier way of going through this. Okay, now you can do that, or you can simply reach out to people in your market and interview them. Now, this may seem like a scary thing to do, right? But as you've probably seen inside the tribe, reaching out is actually pretty simple and effective. Even more so if the only thing you're asking out of them is for a chance to be interviewed. I could go to someone, just add them up, and literally say something like this, right? Assuming that contractors are my market, I could say, hey, Mike, so that you're a general contractor for, whatever company he's in, like advanced contraction services, so I figured to connect. You see, I'm doing a quick research about the main challenges most contractors have. Would you mind answering a couple of questions and possibly having your response included? Names are optional on my research. It'll be quick, I promise. Okay. Now you can also push it a bit further and get them on a call. Get them on a call instead, and just tweak the script a bit so you can ask them more questions. This will also train you to get on calls with clients minus the pressure of closing them. Now, as far as the questions to ask, I've included them, below this video. But if you're just starting out, just be comfortable with the fact that you don't know what you don't know. Forget about being ready. Forget about knowing what to ask. Forget about being rejected. Your primary goal is to simply know your market's problem way better than they know it themselves. And you can start as early as now, whether you have an optimized profile or not, we don't care, right? Just go out there, reach out, and ask people, okay? Now, some of you may be asking this, John, pag meron na ba akong skill o service, kailangan ko pa rin ba to? The truth, and in all honesty, yes. In fact, if you already have experience or a skill to offer, I suggest getting into the calls with your market so you can have a deeper understanding of what their problems really are. Now, the upside of this is that you end up getting clients as a side effect since you already have an optimized profile, right? Heck, you've probably already seen it happen inside the tribe. Freelancers just reaching out and accidentally getting a client. Now, some of you may also be asking this, right? Paano kung may clients na ako dyan in this market? Kailangan ko pa ba to? Well, if you already have clients, even better. Because now you can request to get on a call with them and ask them about their, other business challenges that they might have, and you can volunteer to help them. This opens up a lot of upsell opportunities in the long run. You can send something in like, hey Ryan, do you have free time this week? Would love to talk to you and do a quick check on our project. That I got some ideas for your project you might want to hear about. I'm available, then insert the time that you're available. Just let me know which schedule works for you. Thanks, John. And on the call, just talk to them like a business partner would. Ask them if things are going well. If it is going well, ask them how they enjoy working with you. What do they want more of? And of course, more importantly, you're going to have to ask them what's their single biggest, most pressing challenge as of the moment, and maybe you could help. Now, these questions are actually enough to get them to tell you what other things they might be struggling that you might have the ability to offer. This is the groundwork you won't want to skip if you want to make sure that your freelancing business will be stable in the long run. And like Abraham Lincoln said, right? Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first four sharpening the axe. And this part right here, finding out about your prospect's problem in market, this part right here is sharpening the axe. I'll see you on the next video.